The owner of a Nanaimo slaughterhouse is defiant tonight after the government threatened to have the operation shut down. Rod Plecas and his family run the small abattoir that serves both local farmers in South Wellington and has done so for more than 4 decades. But he says new health regulations are going to force him out of business. News reporter Jonathan Bartlett has the story. He's live in our Mid-Island Bureau with details. Jonathan.
Hudson, Rod Plecas says new health ministry rules for slaughterhouses will ultimately kill his business. Today's batch of slaughtered lambs are loaded into the cooler. It's not a pretty business, but it's what Rod Plecas has done since 1962.
I'm 55 years old now, and this is all I've ever done since I was 10 years old. I've been slaughtering since I was 10 years old.
It's a small operation, custom livestock orders for area farmers. But these could be the last days for Plecas. The Ministry of Health recently took away his Class C license, a transitional license issued in 2006 with orders to conform to new regulations.
And like I got to put major work into my cooler, tear the whole thing apart, redo the whole thing.
Plecas says complying with the new rules could cost him up to $200,000, money he simply can't afford.
If I had to put in $200,000 at my age, I'd never recoup it. And I don't feel like working another 20 years to, even think about trying to break even.
The new regulations to improve health standards in BC's abattoirs was introduced in 2004. MLA and former Agriculture Minister Ron Cantelon says it's about food safety and supporting local food.
I think we're all familiar with some of the concerns we've had, and this isn't about mad cow. This is about some of the other meat processing facilities, Maple Leaf, that have had issues. So the public's aware of that, and the public really wants to make sure that their food's safe. And it's to the benefit of the industry too, I believe, because if the local producers can get certification, you'll see that stuff in Quality Foods and other stores, as you now see in Piper's Meats, and the demand will increase tremendously.
There are only 9 slaughterhouses left on Vancouver Island, and only 4 of those do custom orders. It's literally a dying industry. Plecas says that if he closes, most of his customers won't be able to afford to transport their livestock to the next nearest slaughterhouse.
They don't want to have to move their animals from here all the way down to Lake Cowichan or all the way up to Courtney to get them done.
Some of those customers were here today to support Plecas. They say if he's forced to shut down, they'll most likely be out of business too.
I'm certainly not prepared to move my animals any further than this locality, so I'd be looking at liquidating what I have.
I've been here with Rod for 40 years, and if he gets out of business, I'm out of business.
Now, the provincial government did offer Community Futures funding to Rod Plecas's slaughterhouse to help conform to the new regulations. That funding has now been rescinded now that he hasn't complied. Hudson?
All right, Jonathan Bartlett, thank you.
Thank you.